It is the victory moment with CK. Join the show as we chat victory in the midst of the uncertainty in life, because each day can be a victory moment if you don't quit, if you don't give up, and if you don't let go. Well, hello and good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whenever you will be catching this. Well, welcome to the Victory Moment with CK. Today, our show will be, I'll be starting my travel tips, because we are about to embark and the summer is coming up and we are about to go. Let's go travel. So join me today as I give you just a few little travel tips as we focus on packing. I think packing is one of the struggles that many have. So again, welcome to the Victory Moment with CK. Hello to everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you coming in. Thank you for joining me. Those that are joining me, I appreciate you. I call it, we say live in the audience. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, I just want to give a few travel tips today. Those that know, I am a travel consultant, and I did promise that there will be some travel tips and travel information being given to help to alleviate, I say, the no, I call it the 4H, I mean the 4W and H, which is the who, what, when, where, how, and why of travel. So today I want to focus on what we will call, real quickly, as it's, excited for the new week, the new day. Let's go and talk about this as we talk about, packing. And I wanted to talk about that because I think one of the greatest struggles that we have outside of, getting our tickets and preparing for travel, because not necessarily you're going on a plane, you may be going on a boat, you may be you may be just doing it, what we will call, using your car and traveling. And one of the things I noticed, and I've heard people talk about it so much, and I had that issue until I started really understanding, um understanding that my packing has to be strategic. So, you know, one of the things that, we can use, and I'm going to put some pictures up and all of that in my links, I mean in my broadcast and stuff like that, for you to know that, you know packing cubes. And some people know about packing cubes, some people don't. But packing cubes helps alleviate and basically organize your travel, your packing. You get from small, medium, large, and what it does is it alleviates the level of your, organizes what you're packing. And part of making packing easy is when you organize. And like I said, I'm going to be sharing some things with it, in reference to packing. I'm going to put some pictures up and all of that. But packing is so um has to be so strategic, so packing cubes, it keeps your suitcase so organized. If you ever knew of packing cubes, you'll know that it keeps your suitcase so organized, and it goes from big to small, your shoes in one era, and all of those things. Um, they're just great to make things easy when it comes to packing. Number two, and next, it helps you to pack light, because what we tend to do is always overpack. So it you know when we overpack, what happens is we tend to constantly um keep over you know overloading ourselves with unnecessary. And one of the things I'm going to tell you about is, and this is part of what I'm going to share, and then I'm done. Because I really want us to know that research where you're going. Because in your research, find out the weather, the climate of where you're going. So once you find out the climate and weather of where you're going, it will help you to not overpack, because then you would know, hey, I don't need that, but I need this. And then don't be afraid to multitask, as we would say, or multi-use, a t-shirt or a pants, or connect it with more than one thing. And I'm sharing these little tips because I know it can get really crazy when you're trying to pack. And like, well, what do I really need? And it begins by just understanding where you're going. And I'm going to talk more about that on, the next episode. Where you're going. Once you know where you're going, it makes it a little bit more simpler to pack. And then do your research. Like I said, like I shared, do your research. And as you do your research, you'll find more, you'll understand how to really put all of that together. The organizing, and the packing cubes. And when you use packing cubes, and look it up, you know, they're very inexpensive, you know. And they help so much in organizing your suitcase, organizing, your clothes, if it's pants, if it's tops, and so forth. So know that if you do that, you help with, alleviating less stress for your destination. And that's what I wanted to share today. So pack light, don't overpack. That's why they charge you at the at the airport, because everything has to be weighed, because they can't overweigh the airplane, different things like that. So what you've got to do is organize, and it becomes like so much easier, so know where you're going, the climate, understanding the climate and knowing where you're going. That's number one. No, well, you know what I mean. That's something that you need to be aware of. Understanding that packing light makes a difference. You don't have to throw everything in the suitcase. It's called preparing. And finally, use the packing cubes. And I'm going to share some links and information um on this show so that you can like literally see how packing cubes makes your packing and your traveling destinations and where making your travels easier. And I'm all about, and this is one of my major things when it comes to travel, is making your travels easier. Because what happens is you don't want all that confusion because it takes away from the joy of your travels. And I hear people make certain complaints, and I'm done for the day. I hear people make certain complaints when it comes to travel, but the bottom line is it's up to you to prepare. And it's all in preparing, just like anything else. When you prepare ahead of time, it makes the difference. And one of the things, the main thing about travel is what you carry. And if you use packing tubes, if you pack lightly, if you know the climate and the weather of your destination, it makes it so much easier. We're going to talk about some other stuff on the next episode, but I just had to share that part. So I hope these travel tips helped you along the journey. Again, this week I'm focusing on travel. So next episode I'm going to focus on something else, and I think I'm going to what I'm focusing on my next episode is documentations. And documentations is so important meant to make your travels more simpler, like your documents, credit cards, different things. I'm going to talk about certain things with that. So that's just giving you a little heads up on what's going to be on the next episode. But join me for some more travel tips and tricks. And you're going to get more visual. I'm going to get more visual because I believe it makes it more fun, and it also helps you to see what I'm talking about. So, welcome again to my travel tip episode. And thank you again for joining me. Those that have joined and taken time to come on, welcome. Thank you again. Thank you for those that are going to catch it on on Roku or on my YouTube channel. Please connect with my YouTube channel. It is, you know, if you haven't already, like and click and share, and and that way we can stay connected. So I'm excited to bring these top travel tips to you because it's we're getting ready, like I said, going into that season, but you want to make your travels as easy as possible. And like I said, it's always gonna my travel tips are gonna always connect with who, what, when, where, why, and how of travels. Because the more you understand to make it simple in your travels, the better your destination is, because you won't be focusing on on the things that are not necessary, but you'll be focused on the travels and the fun of your destination. So don't forget, use the packing, the packing to the packing cubes. Don't forget, pack light. And the packing tools help you to pack light. And don't forget to research, whether you do it or you use a travel consultant to do it, to research your destination. So it makes things so much easier for you as you travel. So thank you again for joining me. Welcome again to the victory moment with CK. Because even in travels, you can have victory. And that way you just have fun at your destination and you're safe at your destination and you're not overpacked with a whole bunch of unnecessary, and you can keep enjoying, you can enjoy your destination. So have a great rest of your evening, your day, and all of that good stuff. And don't forget, you can have victory every day if you don't quit, if you don't give up, and if you don't let go.